Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is David. Today we are doing a projects page. I just wanted to show you this project page that I've made, and it's basically just to make a listing of projects. And let me show you how it's done and the reasons for doing this projects page. What I'm doing here is the decorative part of the page. I just wanted to collect some pictures, just something in general, so that I could just create a projects page. The reason why I wanted to create a projects page is because some of the projects that I do, they need a lot of parts to it that help in creating what I need to do. And it's always a case where it's really quite detailed, and I need to create a projects page. So when I do these projects, I can include all the things that I need to do. Sometimes with the projects, you need to do a detailed aspect on the budget, or you got to do a detailed aspect on the time, or a detailed aspect on what the project is about. You know, whether you're doing a theme or whether you're doing a practical project, or just any project in general. Sometimes you just need to do a listing. The other thing with the project I need to do as well is that I need to do a sequence of work. What I mean by sequence of work is sometimes I've got to do things first before I actually start the project. Things like setting up the environment for the project. The other thing is the resource. You know, what is it going to cost me? What is the price I need to do? The other thing is, if I've got other projects on the go, do I need to finish those first before I invest in another project? You know, so it's just a case of looking at these projects and seeing what needs to be done. The other thing is, sometimes I do a whole listing of projects and it never gets done, or I forget about them, or I've decided to change a project. It just depends on what you need to do and how these projects work. Here I am, what I'm doing, I'm just decorating it. And this is just, this page is just going to be for words that I'm going to be looking for the project side of the planner pages. And this is just going to go into a general A5 planner, and it's just a place of just being a bit more creative. I find when I do creative pages like this, I tend to remember a lot more when I do my projects, and then I kind of remember, no, I've got to do this or I've got to do that, because I associate the pictures with it. It's just a case of just building up a bit of memory and making these projects work. The projects list is basically to help you keep track on all the projects you're working on. Sometimes you do a whole lot of projects, so it's good to list them, but it's also good to list them in order, so that if you are currently doing projects, maybe one of those projects can go into another project because you've got extra supplies, or you've got some extra material, or anything that might help the next project for you to do. The other thing is just to save up on costs, you know, depending on what time of the month it is, on your budgets. Sometimes it's better just to concentrate on a particular project that you know will get done, instead of a project that might take much longer or be more expensive. Uh, Projects require more than a couple of steps to complete. What that means is it can, it can get really detailed, And what happens is maybe you've got to get supplies that are very particular. So the time that you take to go and get those supplies might take a day. Sometimes supplies you can only buy from one place, or the place that you want to get the supplies from is really far away. So you need to include your transport as part of the project, and how long it will take to get those supplies ready. Here I have completed most of the page. I've photocopied it, I've did the artwork, and here I am just cutting it so that I can cut it in half. This, like I said, this page is just going to be for one words or just small sentences, so that I can just pick on ideas of what I need to do for the projects. And it's really quite basic. It's nothing that is not useful. Yeah, the reason for me doing these one word things is just so that I remember what I need to do. Sometimes just a word association can be something really useful to making these pages. Here I'm just notching the pages, and this is what I'll be putting into the planner. Another reason why I want to do a projects list is how long will it take to achieve the projects to completion. Some lists there's no scale, as there's no time scale, and the reason being you just don't know. Some projects you've got to start to learn from scratch, and you just don't know how long they're going to take to do. Sometimes I think a project's going to only take a day, and sometimes it ends up taking a week. It's basically because of supplies, or because materials wrong, or there's some sort of issue, or even budget constraints. So you just got to have a look at the project, and just kind of sometimes you just cannot estimate how long it will take to finish. With project lists, sometimes you have to do the smallest of actions with the biggest of projects. That's all the small things you need to do before you do an actual big project. This will save you time, and this will also save you in your budgets. Project lists are also to help generate the actions, or generate actions, so that you can move forward. And the list should help you move forward, and help you to do what you need to do for your projects. Um, Sometimes also I find doing a projects list helps me just to see how it's going to look, or how it's going to turn out, because sometimes I do a listing, and then I realize the project's actually a lot too much to do, or it's just a lot of actions that need to happen before I start it. When thinking about defining and naming your project, it's important to help your mind visualize a successful final outcome. So think about the following questions. What is the successful outcome I'm seeking for this project? How will I measure success with the project? Success doesn't mean validation so much. Success means that you've done the project really well. Um, the other thing is, you just look at it and see your achievement for your own personal self. Here is the final project. This is what it looks like. I put some words on, and word associations, and some sentences, and this is the completed page. Well, here I am. I'm finishing off this. I'm just going to insert these pages in. This is where I've just put it at the end of my weekly at the moment. This is my projects page that I'm going to be doing or working from. And I might be doing some more project pages. I'm not sure yet what projects I want to do. But I realized now, when I was doing this projects page, actually just how much work I need to do on some of the projects. It can be very detailed. And the other thing with this project page, I just wanted to make sure that I have a listing of it. So even if I don't do the projects somewhere in the future, I can change them, or I can go back to them some or other time. Um, it's actually a useful thing. I didn't realize just how useful this is, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot of these pages. And you know what? If I do a lot of these pages, I might just do a separate planner for the projects, just so that I have a listing. And also, this is also undated, so you don't have to do dated projects necessarily. You can just do your dates on the calendar. Do your calendar work. Here's my calendars. This is where I do my weekly, and on your calendar work, and you can just do the projects and then just apply it to your calendar and how you make that work. So this is the end of the video. I want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment, it would be greatly appreciated. And I will be concentrating and seeing what I'll be doing for the next project. So I will see you then.